truth, and life. Here is the Brother Leon Show. You better recognize.
What's going on, listeners? This is your boy, Brother Leon, and you are tuning into another episode of the Brother Leon Show. Let's go in this piece. Man, the one thing that I want you guys to understand and know is that there are diamonds in Delaware. I had the opportunity to go to a place called Polewerks, and it's located in Dover, Delaware. And I want you guys to understand and know is that my mind and my perspective when it came to pole dancing and twerking has totally changed. Because now I see this instruction as a ministry. And I see it as a ministry because it is a ministry of deliverance. Because you're taking a person from one state and you're putting them in another state. And so I began to see with the stories that were told to me that people come in with low self-esteem. People come in because of breakups. People come in because of negative things. But when they get to the class, what is put on them is positive. What is put on them is confidence. What is put on them is having the potential to be a blessing in a relationship. To operate out of femininity that they've never known. To operate in a mindset that was never there. And to also see themselves in a way that they never saw themselves before. And so I thank God for Miss Shar and Miss Sunny and the other Miss Sunny, that they are teaching people how to be a blessing. These women are blessed. And I saw a truth today that I will never forget, because God is showing me that unconventional means and unconventional methods can be used in relationships to give you the outcomes that you want and desire and deserve. So I want you guys to visit Polewerks. So stay tuned. We're going to have this interview. So Miss Shaw, I just want to say, hey, it's definitely a pleasure.
Nice
meeting you. It's a pleasure being down here. So, who are you?
I'm Shardea, the pole instructor.
I'm gonna get a little closer.
I'm just a regular girl with a dream that tried to make it a reality.
Okay. All right. So, how did you get started in pole and dance fitness?
I was a exotic dancer.
Okay.
Through my college days, and that's really how I got started. Okay, all right. So, do you like have a background in dancing and so forth, other than before college, like yes,
in school and everything like that?
Yes.
Were you like a cheerleader?
Yes, my mom kept us in active programs, so I did drill team, I did step, I did praise dance in church, I did, classical, ballet, Charleston, hip hop, pretty much everything. I wanted to be a choreographer at first.
So I'm gonna just go off a little beaten path. Was your mama dancing?
My mom did drill team and step. I'm not sure if she did like dancing, but she was active in like drill and step.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go off a little beaten path a little bit. So ma'am, tell me who you are.
Me?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Sunny. I work out downstairs a lot. We talked through Life, who is the owner of this gym. He connected us. We talked from there. We had started with carpet on the floor, man. We had one or two poles busted somewhere around here. And we made up classes just to, get people in here, stuff like that. Promoting stuff like that to get girls confident coming in here and stuff. That's about it.
All right, so going back to you, Ms. Shaw. So let me ask you this. What is it that you instill with your clients?
So my biggest thing is confidence booster. A lot of girls come in with low self-esteem or coming out of bad relationships where, the guy might have said some mean things to them, and so they don't really feel confident or have a lot of self-esteem about themselves. So that's like my number one thing is, trying to help women feel good about themselves, no matter their shape, size, ethnicity, or anything. I want you just to feel good as a woman, period.
I like that because it's crazy because one thing that I see when women learn pole dancing or even, chair techniques, it builds their confidence.
Yes, it does.
So how is it that you work it out of the shy girls?
I'm just myself. I am a pretty, bubbly person, so you can't be a downer around me. Like I'm gonna try my best to bring it out of you and just encourage them and let them know that they are beautiful and that they can do this pole fitness. Some girls come in and they think because they're a little bigger that they can't do it, and I'm like, yes, you can. You're a woman as long as you're able to put forth the effort. We here as a team are going to teach you the technique to get you to where it is that you want to be, but anybody can do it, and you're beautiful, and you're confident, and you're sexy, and I just try to give them some encouraging words.
Okay, got a question. Since the whole P-Valley explosion, have you seen an influx in class? Like business?
Of course. A lot of girls, they come in, especially at Sunny's class, because she teaches like level 1s, climbing and stuff, and they come in and be like, I want to be Mercedes from Polewerks. I want to learn how to flip upside down like right now. But it's baby steps in this. Like, you can't just come in and flip upside down. One, we don't want you to hurt yourself, and two, that's just not how it works, You got to start from the bottom and work your way up. So, of course, P-Valley has definitely made the girls think they can just come in and get right to it.
What you think, Miss Sunny? Like, with the whole thing, how much upper body strength does it take to do some of that stuff that they see?
It's not just upper body. A lot of it is core. A lot of it is your whole body. It takes a lot for you to do this. Like, I know a lot of people don't think that. And like she said, girls come here and think they're just going to do whatever. You come in my class, you're not going to just do whatever. There's boundaries. There's things you got to learn first. Your arms is not just going to be ready to bring up your whole body on a pole and bring you back down safely. It just don't happen that way. You gotta build. But yeah, P-Valley definitely made girls look at pole, I think, differently. It's bringing that culture like, oh, I wanna. That's cute. That's fine. But there's still things you gotta learn first.
So what's like the first thing you guys teach?
What you teach? She does so. I'm about to say, we teach different classes too. There's a different genre of dance when you go on the pole. So like, she does a lot of the exotic stuff. I don't do exotic stuff because I don't feel exotic all the time. I feel very personal trainer. I'm gonna whoop your behind. We're gonna do this. I think your stuff is like usually like choreo though, right?
Yeah.
The first is like soft, sexy choreo.
With her, as far as like the fitness side, they're definitely starting with stretching first.
Yoga.
Lots
of yoga.
Lots of yoga. Just getting their body prepared, for getting on there. Yes, a lot of conditioning and stuff. So that's kind of usually where we start at, and then you'll go to level 1. And she could probably tell you more about where they start as far as like climbing, walks around the poles, stuff like that.
Yeah, there's definitely different levels. Like for me, a lot of the girls, for my beginner class, it is learning how to walk. Like you can make these poles static. Static means they don't move, lock them, or they be spinning, and they'll take you with them. I like to teach the girls how to walk first because a lot of strip clubs and stuff, they're static. So the girls will be like, oh, this spins. That's fine. You can still do the same thing. Teaching them about velocity and, how to keep their body where it needs to be when they're spinning versus when they're static. Like I talk about building a relationship with this pole. You're not gonna just walk around it. It's like you get a new person. Yeah. You don't just go up to them and think it's about to just be great. It's not how it works. So I talk about relationship a lot. Being in tune with your body, how you feel. If you don't feel good, you probably shouldn't do this. You know what I mean? So I'm very body positive with my girls when I first meet them, or males, whatever. Just know how you feel before you get on this. You can't give bad energy to your partner and expect something good to happen out of it. Yeah, exactly. Give good energy, you get good energy.
Exactly.
So that's what I teach my girls when they first walk through.
Okay. All right. Cool. So let me ask you this, Miss Shawn, about the whole confidence and everything. What type of confidence did it take for you to take and build this? Like, explain to me your whole vision.
Well, I never really, I've always had an I don't care kind of attitude what people think about me. I was a dancer at the time where it was frowned upon. You know, me and my mom had, our issues with it. She didn't understand it. She's a church lady. So, it was, it wasn't really as popular as it is now. It was just like, I went to my sister. Yeah. She is a business owner already, and I was just like, how can you help me make this legit? Sunny, it was one of my very, very first students at my first location that I had, and I was a little nervous because I didn't know if people would think like I was trying to teach women how to be strippers, you know what I'm saying? So that was the stigma in the beginning. It was just like some girls didn't want to come because that's what they thought, or that was the reputation. But, I never had any doubt that, people would be drawn to it. It was just, the negative and the positive side of pole dancing, at one point just kind of clashed. But, I just tried to keep going and, now we're here.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. You overcame that stigma.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the one thing, I come from the church perspective as well. And I think the one thing that I will say is that I look at things that are unconventional as sometimes they might be needed. It's, regardless what you think about it, it's still a ministry.
Yeah.
And so if it builds confidence, if it helps a person come into freedom, freedom and trust and truth, I don't have a problem with that.
Right.
Because the Bible does say that you shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free. So if you have women with low self-esteem, what they come in here, you take that off of them. Yes. So in other words, you're acting as a deliverer. I'm delivering you from shyness.
Right.
I'm delivering you from fear.
Well, I didn't know if I was going to like you. I like you. I need that on a shirt right now. You go, sir.
I like that.
I felt good. I went to church this morning, too. Yes! Okay, I did something right.
That was good. I like that.
No, because seriously, like right now, my show is transitioning. I'm transitioning more into the whole thing about exploring Christians and sexuality.
Right.
Because the one thing that I will say is, when it comes to sex and sexuality, we've been frustrated. We have been the type of people that don't want to talk about stuff.
Right.
But yet we suffer from the silence. So I feel like with this, it gives you a voice. It gives you confidence. I just did an interview with a guy that does BDSM.
Okay.
And when I started looking into the whole thing about that, I'm like, yo, that's the ultimate trust. To have somebody bind you and then, y'all go through y'all's thing. That is the ultimate trust.
I trust my pole.
I understand.
You know what I mean?
About, yeah.
That is the ultimate trust. And so, looking at it, I just thought, oh man, it's just white people shit. You know what I mean? But there is a community of black people that are into that.
Right.
And so when I really started looking at the core values and the core sentiments behind it, it's truth. Because you got to walk in your truth sexually to be free. Yeah. And it's trust. So at the end of the day, when I look at stuff like this, I'm like, we gotta stop being so closed-minded, you know, as Christians.
Most of them, yeah.
And one thing that I will say is, I look at it like this. You got Christians that was going to the passion parties.
Right.
I'm serious. Sneaking on the low. Ooh, don't tell the deacon I was here. Ooh, don't tell my pastor. Don't tell the first lady. I'm like, come on, man. For real?
Yeah, everybody's still right.
Yes. I look at it like this. The Bible says that God gives us all things richly to enjoy, even sex. So if it's going to enhance your partner, if it's going to enhance your skills and so forth, what's wrong with it?
Right.
The Bible says that marriage is honorable in all. As long as I ain't bringing another woman or anybody else, as long as there's no physical affairs, emotional affairs, ain't nothing wrong. So when I see this, I ain't got no problem with it, because it's going to help. It's going to bless another man. It's going to bless somebody's husband. So I look at it like this: you are teaching women how to be a blessing.
I want it on a shirt now. I want it right now.
I'm gonna show you how to be a blessing.
I want that on a shirt.
Yes, I want that.
So that's the one thing that I admire.
How to be a blessing.
That's the one thing that I admire, because the confidence that you give, you're taking the fear out of people.
Yes.
You're whipping them into shape, because when you feel good, when you look good, you feel good.
Yep.
Damn right.
So that's the one thing that I see. So I don't have no negative connotations and everything like this. I think my biggest thing is, how did y'all get around that? Because when everybody talk about pole dancing and they see stuff like this, they oh yeah, man, you teaching everybody how to be a stripper. How'd y'all get past that?
Like I said, these two are like they keep me together.
Okay.
Because even though I might not be the most professional person, I might still cut you out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And they kind of help reel it in, So, I was cussing people out, when they was saying, stuff about it. It was just, whatever. I said what I said. But that's pretty much kind of how I got around the stigma. It's just, I didn't care. And if you had something negative to say, you was going to get cussed out about it. And come take a class before I take your makeup, or something like that,
Now mine wasn't like that. Mine wasn't like that. Honestly, now I did have the same I don't care attitude. To me, when I discovered pole, because I had discovered pole before I actually got to meet her, I discovered pole. A guy told me he didn't have time for me. Cool. I found time for myself.
Okay.
And it was through pole. And I would go, and it just, it did bring that confidence in me. And I built mine by myself.
Okay.
I was in class with people who were stronger than me, who didn't look like me. And I started pole at 220, I'm down to 190. Like, I'm doing stuff now, you say whatever you want. I came out from a very long way, and I'm so proud of myself. Like, can't nobody tell me, oh, you doing this. Go ahead.
So it opened up for you a new discipline. Like, you lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
You started clean eating and everything like that.
Yep. And I mean, now, like, I had the boss attitude when I had more or less started, but now, like, try me. Like, I'm very husky. I'm very in love with how husky I am. And when I walk in places, people are like, oh, she's kind of big. It's like, she must go to the gym. What does she do? Now you're interested in what I do. Cool. I don't just go to the gym. I go pole dance. What's up? And they see my arms. They see me. They see how I talk. Like, I still go to church. People see that too. And they're just like, wow. Like, she don't care, and she's still going to fulfill what's making her confident. You're not going to stop that. I said I wasn't going to let nobody stop that. Once I figured this out, and once I really got into it, I really didn't care.
Okay.
Yeah, so nobody step on my toes about how I feel about what I do.
Okay. All right. The other Sonny, let me talk to you.
Okay.
So what's it like being the first?
The first student?
Yeah.
It's been cool because I got to see like a whole journey
journey pretty much, and it's not going to stop. It's only going to get bigger. You know, we're the only pole studio in Dover, black-owned pole studio in Dover. So there's only, you know, room for growth, and I'm happy that I got to be able to see that and now be a part of it. So,
Okay.
Pretty excited.
That's a good thing. That's definitely a good thing. So as the first student, like when things would transition with the school and with your teachers, you was a part of that. So what was that like, walking through the transition with your teacher?
Well, she went away for a little bit, and I was mad. I was like, where'd she go? And then I forget, I was away for work, and I saw like an ad on Instagram or something. I'm like, oh, she's back. So, you know, coming back and then meeting Sunny with the I, meeting Sunny, I'm like, okay, you know, seeing the two different styles. So starting off with Shar, you know, getting that like that exotic and, you know, that confidence building. And I'm like, okay, you know, I can do this. And then meeting Sunny, I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. But, you know, they both work in their own special way to just bring out what you need. It may not be like what the group as a whole needs, but like you specifically, like what you need.
Okay.
That's how they work.
Okay. I'm gonna say something. I ain't gonna be like throwing shade or nothing like that. Is the other Sunny like a drill sergeant?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh look! Oh man!
The fact that he got the word right. The exact word on the nose. How did he get the word?
We have a thing. I'm mom. This is dad. Okay. You want to be nice? Oh, it's okay, honey. I'll baby you. Oh, don't worry, you'll get it.
So you're the nurturer.
Yes. Sonny, okay, let's go. I don't want to hear it. Your arms hurt. Point your toes. Do it.
It's that discipline.
Oh my god! Okay.
That's it. Yes.
Okay. But it's a balance.
It's a wonderful balance. You know, she's gonna give you the technique, and then you can come and have fun with me with the technique. You know, she's gonna make sure you're safe. She's gonna make sure you got it, you know, down to the T. And then when you're ready to come and let it all out and combine it and stuff, now you can come see me, and I'm not gonna hold you to any stigma. Whatever.
So I see it like this. She's the foundation that you build on, and you're like the specialist, like the specialty.
Yes.
Okay. Can I talk to some of your students?
Oh, shucks.
Come on, guys.
One of y'all talk bad about me, right? Class next week.
So
next week.
We know not to talk bad.
So tell me, introduce yourselves.
Do I use my real name or do I use?
No, use whatever name you want to use.
Oh, Diamond Brand.
Okay. How about yourself? Okay. So talk to me. Tell me about your teachers. How do you feel?
I've known Sunny since we were 10. We used to go to the same school together.
Okay.
And the way she is now, she has been like this since we were kids. The way she is now, she's gonna be like that till the day we die.
That real nigga shit.
We'll be in heaven and she'll be yelling. She'll probably we'll be in heaven and she'll be like yelling at folks like that.
Okay.
But like, we say she yells at us, but like I already know it's all love. It's all from a place of love. It's all from a place of care because she doesn't want us hurting ourselves.
Yeah, y'all trust her.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, man. Talk to me.
I mean, don't look back here.
Don't look down trying to make us feel bad for you. She got her leg pulled up.
No, honestly, I enjoy my classes here.
Okay.
Sunny is a little tough, but it is out of love. And it's just so that we make sure that we know what we're doing so that, just like Shar said, when we go to Shar's class, we can just kind of flow with it because you can't really enjoy something unless you have like mastery of like the technique.
Yeah.
So if you really want like your foundation, you want to make sure you're solid, and you want to like be pushed a little to the limit.
Yeah.
We'll do it, but there is a difference between the types of classes. I like both of your classes.
Okay.
There's like high intensity, like routine sometimes, and and like even the slow routines, you still have to like break it down and like know which body parts being worked. So it's definitely
Choreography is hard for me.
yeah.
Yeah. So Sonny's classes pay off when you feel the burn in Shard's classes.
Yeah, because they got shoes and shit on in there.
Yeah, and that's extra weight.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely a stilettos teacher, you know.
Let me ask you this. Have you ran across any women that don't know how to walk in heels?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Our shoes are not, they're comfortable, but don't think you want to just put them on and walk anywhere. Yeah. Them shoes are crazy.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
They're not everyday shoes, you know. These are, what are mine, 8?
Yours are 7.
7?
Yeah, yours are 7.
Okay, I've got 7 inches. She's upgraded to 8 inches. Tess has some 8s. Oh, they're 12s. They're not big. Things are big. So, you know, dancer shoes,
Whoa.
they come in different sizes and
those are 8s. Not bad.
So
You look like you could break an ankle on that.
You know what's crazy? I'm trying to tell you, like, these are some of the most comfortable shoes. You got to think about it. Exotic dancers walk around all night. They cannot have their feet hurting. Women put these on for the first time and they can walk around these poles and they feel so different.
I can run in these. Like, I've literally had to take off running in these shoes.
Wow.
And comfortable. That's what I'm saying. Like, they know what exotic dancers get into. These shoes are very comfortable.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But can all women walk in them? No.
Okay.
I get a lot of Bambis, if you know what I mean. You know, they come in with the, you know, the legs swinging and walking like this across the floor. So, that's definitely a fun part.
So talk to me about patience. How patient do you have to be? Because I mean, so
I'm gonna be honest, like, it's crazy. Like, in my everyday life, it's like, what is patience? Like, somebody needs to put it in a bottle so I can buy it because I have none. But when it comes to my students and stuff like that, I don't know. Like, I want them to get it and stuff like that. So I've never had anybody that I like got impatient with or anything, or if I felt like I couldn't get them to where they needed to be, I need you to come and step in because I've tried all my avenues, you know, that I can get. And then, you know, that's where these two come into play. Like, all right, what do I do next? I'm itching and scratching. Like, frustrated, I wouldn't say like frustrated because I know I've got, you know, 2 great supporters that's going to help me get them to wherever it is that they need to get to.
Okay. All right. Talk to me, Sonny.
I don't have no patience. And my students know I don't have no patience. That's why they don't fuck with me. I'm sorry. Sorry, national television.
That's all right.
I don't. And it's like, but they know I don't have patience. So honestly, my students get a lot of stuff right the first or second try. Honestly.
Okay.
And that discipline, and it's funny because after they get it, after that first or second try, then I'll leave them alone.
Okay.
But I have enough love to give them to keep helping them.
Okay.
Patience, no. But love, I got all that. You can have all of that. Was that what you asked me?
Were you asking like,
or students?
Do the students have patience?
No, I'm asking the teachers. Do you have patience with the students?
Yeah, now. When I don't have patience with a student, because I've run into that quite a few times, then I go get her.
Okay.
Because again, I don't have the patience.
Okay.
Now, what I will say, this year, she has helped me a lot with my patience. Because I had to learn the professional aspect. Like, I have it, but if you poke the bear too long, I don't have it anymore.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, we coming off work. Don't poke us as soon as we get off of work. You know? And it's just, we have the same respect for y'all when y'all come here. We know y'all getting off of work. She's been laying me out because I didn't hurt her from stretching, from love, but she let me know I poked the bear. and it was respectfully, okay, I'm not gonna poke the bear no more.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's communication. But when I don't have the communication with the student and that patience is too thin for me, I will go get her or I will go get her.
And that's,
somebody has to be.
and that I can understand. Like, so sometimes I'll have a routine and 4 of the 6 got it, you know, and they're ready to move on, you know, to the next part of the routine. And then you have a student that's like, hold on, wait, can I don't know, hold on, can you spin again? Hold on, wait, can you do it again? I need to, you know. And so it's not like so much of a frustration, but you see the frustration in your other students there, and it's like, okay, you're getting a little irritated because it's like, how can I help this person get fast so I can move on so everybody else doesn't get mad? Then she comes to play.
Okay.
We can move on, and she'll go and take the other student, you know, to the, and be like, all right, let's do this, do that. You know what I mean? Because she's already there. You know what I mean? So that's kind of, it's a great balance.
Cool. All right, come on, talk to me, Sonny. Well, how do you do it?
She is the patient. Yeah. She's the bottle. She is the aroma. She is the patient.
It's her. If you want patient, look up the dictionary, and her face is
She is the patient, for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, guys, let me ask you. Like, when it comes to patience, you had to be patient with yourself to get this down. Was that tough? Did you have like times where it was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get this? How'd you work past the frustration? Oh, come on over. I need to get y'all.
I mean, for me, it's more of being able to tell myself that just because I can't get something right now doesn't mean I'm never going to get it.
Okay.
And really not comparing what I can do to what other people are doing and trying to just really just, you know, move at my own speed. Whatever speed I'm going to move at, and I'm going to move at it.
Okay.
I get better with a different speed. But yeah, I'm talking to myself in that way.
Okay. All right, cool.
I'm used to getting stuff the first or second try, so not getting something the first or second try can get frustrating for me. It's like I do it the same way I do when I'm lifting. If I can't get a certain weight, I'll sit down for 5 minutes, take a breath, drink some water, and then come back to it. And if I don't get it that day, I'm like, hey, there's tomorrow.
Okay. All right, cool. So I gotta ask you guys, are you guys like in team competitions or anything like that? Any competitions?
No, we haven't gotten to anything like that. We definitely have talked about it. It's something that we want to do. We just want to, you know, build our students, you know, a little more before we, you know, try to step into that lane.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But as a dancer, I have competed in a couple pole competitions. I've performed in different, you know, events and stuff. I've had some support from my students. They've come, you know, and watched and things like that. So yeah. But as far as the studio, not yet, but it is coming.
Okay. Got a question. You working on any books, any videos, or anything like that?
So I did start writing a book about my stripper journey. I had stopped when I had got to a, you know, a little rough patch. So it's kind of like a healing process for me.
Okay.
Just, you know, writing it all out and stuff like that. But I haven't yet picked the pen back up. But yeah, I am working on that.
Okay.
Yep.
Sonny, you got any books in the work?
Absolutely not. Trying to get my life together.
All right,
Can't even think to sit down and write nothing.
Yeah, it'll be a good story. How you transform. Yeah.
I'm gonna get a sheet of paper tonight, maybe tomorrow.
Voice messages.
You can even dictate in the notes what type
All right, y'all. I'm gonna write something. I'm gonna get a sheet of paper tomorrow. I ain't gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna get it tomorrow.
No, because everybody has a story. Because the thing is that your story is your testimony. And your testimony can help others. The Bible says that they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. Right. So people overcome by hearing testimony, whether it's theirs whether it's affirmation, whether it's somebody else's. Because you can show somebody how basically, okay, these are all the pitfalls and landmines that I overcame, got blown up a little bit, but I'm healed up, and I want to show you how not to mess up the way that I messed up. So, yeah, everybody needs to write a book. I'm serious.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm going to put something on a sheet of paper.
Okay. All right. So how about you, Sonny? You got anything you working on right now?
I work on the Instagram Polewerks page.
Okay.
And the Facebook page.
Okay.
That's all I'm working on.
Okay.
She's busy.
Okay. So, I mean, as students, I know you guys, are you writing anything? Or you guys, have a message that you want to tell the world?
I'm writing a series.
Okay.
It's called The Restaurants. It's about all my food experiences. This is definitely it.
Okay.
Definitely it.
Okay. So I got another question. How did you guys choose this as an outlet? I mean, out of anything in the world, why this?
I don't know, but it seems cool.
Okay.
I had a bad breakup, and I was like, everything that I didn't get a chance to do or held off on doing while I was in that relationship, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I took a whole class, and it was fun.
Okay. How about yourself?
I've been twerking since I was 19, so this is kind of like my homegirl told me to go to her twerkout class.
Okay.
And then she told me to go, and I went to her twerkout class in 2020, and I loved it. And then she told me, come to my pole class. And I went to her pole class. I thought I did terrible. But then a couple months later, when she restarted it last year, she was like, are you still coming? I was like, yeah. She thought I was good. She was like, yeah. So I came, I fell in love with it that first week. And then Miss Ani came, and she and Miss Ani both told me, because I already had an idea. I was like, I could do this professionally. I think I could. And then we both like, good.
Okay. That's good. That's real good. So I'm not gonna lie, with the whole twerking thing, that's almost like a stigma in itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how do y'all work past that and everything? Because it just seemed like it's almost like you can say, man, it's the whole world twerking out. How do you work past the stigma and say, yo, this is
If they only knew how hard twerking actually is.
Yeah.
I can't twerk, and she can, but when I would try to do it, it's hard. It's really hard to move those muscles, okay? And to sit on your knees, as long as you gotta sit on your knees to bounce something, it's not cool, okay? And you in shoes, you catch one good cramp, you're going down. It's hard.
When I see it, I'm like, yo, how long can you do that and not mess up your back?
Not mess up your legs. I'm trying to tell you, because the cramps start from here, and this is.
Whoa. Okay.
It's crazy because I've had a whole knee replacement and
for real?
Yes, and still twerking.
And I still twerk and I still pole and everything.
I gotta ask you about that.
It's hard out here for pimp, man. It's hard.
I mean, with the knee replacement, is it from dancing or?
It didn't necessarily. Okay, I'll say this. It didn't come from safe. It didn't. I was unsafe in Poland, should I say? So don't drink and pole is.
And that's the end of the story. Do not drink and pole.
And that's the end of the story. But this is my passion, so I worked through my therapy. I cried, I screamed, I went through it all, but this is what I really wanted to do, so I went through my therapy and I got myself back to where I was at.
Okay, so you better than you was.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a good thing. That's a real good thing. All right. Okay, so how'd y'all come up with the name Polewerks?
So pole, obviously, and then it was Polewerks, because I like to twerk and I wanted to try to combine, the two.
Yeah.
And then my sister was like, that's stupid. It was like, why don't you just say Polewerks, because the pole does work, a lot of people have asked me forever, how did you stay in shape and stuff like that, and I'm like, at the time it was like I still ate whatever I wanted and whatever, but I was active on the pole, and I felt like that was what kept me in shape, you know, for all these years. So when she said it, it was like, you know what, the pole does work, you know, and that's where we went with it. Pole works because it does.
Do you have like a philosophy when it comes to pole work and pole fitness? You got a philosophy?
No, I just really, when I, you know, did this, it was really just like a women's empowerment type thing. Like I just wanted, you know, girls to not feel like they have to necessarily go to the gym and do 1 and 2 and you know, because some women aren't naturally motivated, you know, to just go inside of the gym. You got men and stuff looking at you, so I thought this was something easy. You could still feel sexy. You could lose weight, work out, build your, you know, your body and stuff at the same time, and have fun while you're working out.
Okay, all right, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So let me ask you this, because what I've heard is like you guys, some of you have suffered bad breakups and everything. Are some of your clientele, are they, a lot of them suffering from bad breakups, or they might want to bring some spice to the bedroom?
A lot of girls came, you know, from bad breakups and like as a confidence booster. And then I got, you know, a couple married women that wanted to just, you know, spice it up in the bedroom with their husband. I have a couple students, or, you know, college students that wanted to make extra money to pay for, you know, their dorm and stuff like that. So they wanted to come and learn the skills so they can go, you know, out and, you know, into the exotic world so they can make some money. And, you know, I have all kind of women, you know, that come for different reasons.
So with the different people coming in, they trust you as teachers. They start, you know, really start opening themselves. So how do you deal with some of the issues that some of your clients or students bring? Like if they have relationship problems, you know, maybe domestic abuse. How do you you know, talk to them with that?
Therapy, man.
Yeah, I mean,
therapy.
I have probably went through some of the situations, you know, that, you know, they bring to me. So I just talk to them from a real perspective and, you know, give them what it is that I've been through, or if I've known somebody who's gone through it, you know, I just tell them, you know, you can get out of that situation. It's not something you gotta stay in. It's not nothing that's permanent. And, you know, it's always a way out. Always a way out.
Always a way out. I like that. I got a question. Do you have to put like any type of baby oil or anything on before you start?
No! You walk around here ashy. Don't put nothing on.
And I feel like some people don't understand that. Like, that's common. I think that's common sense. This is a pole. Why would you want to be slippery and oily? You're gonna slide down the pole. Like, do not come in here with no oil, no lotion, no nothing, or you are getting out of here. No. Ashy.
Not even intoxicated.
Ashy.
No intoxication. No nothing.
No oils, no intoxication.
No.
Ash is your best friend.
Ash is your best friend. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So any other any myths that you want to bust?
Yes.
Concerning pole dancing and
you do
twerking?
not have to be super skinny to do pole dancing. You don't have to be a woman to pole dance. Men are welcome too. You don't have to be a everyday typical body type of, you know, what the world wants you to be. You can come as you are to Poland. It is an avenue for everybody, whether you want to do it for fitness, for your health, for your confidence, for your bedroom, for your man, you know, whatever reasoning, you can come and let it out.
Okay. I like the fact when I was looking on your Instagram page, you were saying that you're LGBTQ friendly.
Yes.
So I like that. So so in other words, it's open to anybody. Anybody, you know, whosoever will, let them come.
Let them come. I want them all to come. I mean, because at the end of the day, we're all still people.
Yeah.
You know, just because you're LGBTQ, they still got somebody they want to, you know, impress. They still have a spouse.
They still got bills.
They still got bills that they want to pay. Like, you know, that doesn't matter. Like, come as you are, come for whatever reason, you know, that you want to come and perfect yourself or to better you as a person. That's what we're here for.
Okay. Are there any other studios like this in this area, or are you first? Okay.
It's
First and black home? Okay.
Yes.
I like that.
Period.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Are you guys thinking about trying to, franchise? I mean...
we always want to get bigger.
Yeah.
Franchise.
I mean, I think maybe that's like in my 10-year, goal. Right now, my main focus is getting this one, up and active. And I want everybody in Delaware coming to my pole studio.
Okay. All right. You do any virtual training?
We are working on it. Yes.
Trying to figure it out.
We're trying to figure it out. Yes, we have gotten a couple inquiries about it and stuff. So yes, we're not shutting that down as an option at all. So we're just trying to figure out how to do it. But yes.
Okay. So how can people follow you?
They can follow me on Instagram at Polewerks, and that is works with an E, or Facebook, same Polewerks.
Okay.
And they'll be talking to Sunny.
Okay. So I was talking to Sunny when I reached out to you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. So, any words of wisdom?
Be you, boo.
Okay.
Do whatever it is that makes your heart happy.
Right.
Yes. Don't let anybody limit you or push you in a box or tell you that you can't do anything because you can do anything that you put your mind to.
Okay. You ain't got no words of wisdom?
I told you that's our patience.
Students, y'all got any words of wisdom coming from the student perspective?
Stop caring what other people think about you.
I like that. That's good. That's real good.
Yeah.
Don't
say that's all right.
It was like
that's
on
all
the spot.
Go ahead. No, you can always come back.
I thought of, just take your time. It's not it's a marathon. It's not a race. So take your time. Listen to your body. If you're hurt, just stay off the pole. Or do what you can do, within your limits.
Okay. All right. So I guess it's safe to say the pole is the ultimate trust. You gotta be honest with yourself. You gotta trust what you're being taught.
And that's something I do say, I used to, now everybody's kind of been here, but in the beginning I used to have them repeat after me. I love my pole. I trust my pole. My pole will not go nowhere. If I let go, I'm going to go somewhere. So that was what I used to have them say in the beginning before we even started working out. But
well, that's a good thing. That's a good confession. That's a real good confession. So
he just keeps putting it in church language, and I'm just here for it.
No. And I think the reason, I come from the church perspective, but the one thing that I will say is that every voice has significance. And what I see you guys do is a ministry. And what I also see you guys do is you deliver people. You deliver them from something, and then you deliver them into something. So you're taking them from fear, you're taking them from low self-esteem, and then you bringing them into places where they have high self-esteem, confidence. They're like, hey, this is who I am.
And that's I think my favorite part about doing this is when you first see them coming up that steps. And I think I need to start recording them. Like on their first day, they come in, covered up with like a hoodie. And I'm like, well, how do you expect to get on the pole with all those clothes on, honey?
Yeah.
And then before you know it, they're coming in with fishnets and boots. And, they're like, yeah, this is my pole. I'm here. Like, So I just love to see the transition from this to that,
Okay. So how do you like the metamorphosis that you see?
What?
Like when they first come in.
My students?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's cute. Yeah.
It's cute.
Like
I guess because I watch them and I think of them as me so much. Like I was that student, and it's just like every time I get those new students, I always stay on top of them as much as I can because I want them to know, like, I was in your position 3 years ago. You got this.
Yeah.
Like, I love watching it too. It feels good. It feels like you are ministering to somebody. Like, I get girls, like, we get women in here all the time with issues. Like, women out here suffering and they don't really have that outlet. And I feel like when we get those certain women, like, they love it here. And they love what they let go of. Like, I'm very into my students when they're in their beginning stage. Like, man, when you get on that, whatever was outside, keep it outside. Keep it outside, because nothing up here needs that attention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
they get a release.
Oh yeah. Like, I let them know, like, this, and that's what this is. Like, I had gotten carpal tunnel surgery, man, and when I couldn't release, I would kill everybody. Like, some people really need that release, and this right here is mine. It's a lot of other women's. Like,
having a bad day, sometimes I just come in, cut the lights off, turn the LED lights on, put on some music, and just be free.
And when you tell them too, like, I know some girls, they are still shy and they want to wear the clothes. When you tell them, or like, I like showing off every now and again, you show them that the skin is what keeps you on, they instantly ready to take their clothes off. Because they're like, oh, okay. I mean, I had girls up here ripping leggings so they could get on here and stay. Like, it's not about being nude or being, like, not dressed or nothing like that.
But you need skin.
Like, you need skin to grip.
To grab this pole.
Yeah, and there's different kinds of poles. Like, you can wear clothes on certain poles. But, like, when you up here with us, man, come up here naked. Come on with it. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you.
Okay.
We're all friends here.
Yeah, we're all friends here.
Yeah.
For real. But
So what was the release for you? Like you got a release out of coming here. What ended up dropping off for you when you walked in here, when you started getting into this? What was the first thing, negative thing that fell off?
For me, I mean, I consider myself a little shy people.
Okay.
And I still very much wear my long tank tops and stuff. But
when she get that music on, boy, she...
I know I love it all.
I'll be like, you go, baby.
So
you go, baby.
Is she like the butterfly in the class? She's the butterfly? Okay.
She is that.
Okay. So in other words, you came out of your cocoon.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
It's my chance to kind of like exist in the way that I don't really get to exist at home or at work or whatever.
Okay.
I don't feel like I get to have like more time to be, I guess, like sexy or stuff like that. But when I'm in class, I'm kind of like, I can't. And it feels like it's
Okay. So you
explore that side of myself.
Okay, so you can explore, if I could say this, you can explore a side of your femininity that you really can't explore elsewhere. Okay. Okay. All right. How about you, Sonny? What was...
I would say I would agree with everything that she said.
Everything she just said?
Yeah, because I mean, especially this one, that butterfly.
From when she first started
Yeah.
over at the old studio to where she is now, I come in sometimes like, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, wait a minute,
Exactly.
thing. So, this has really been like the butterfly.
Yeah.
And they put them shoes on, and we forget who they are.
Okay, I mean,
She put her shoes on. She don't talk to me. I'm like,
I don't even wear eights. I don't wear eights at all, and I've been polling forever. And she came in here with some eights. I was like, I don't want eights. Excuse me. So yeah.
Okay. That's good. That's good because I think a lot of women right now, they want to be able to be fully feminine and be able to explore that femininity in ways they haven't been able to do. So I thank God for your class because it helps women get that outlet. Because
Tell them come experience it's not the Mercedes experience, but
Well,
it's
make
the
them-
Polewerks
we can make y'all
experience.
look, it could be the Mississippi experience.
it's gonna be whatever experience they need, man.
Yeah.
Every student.
The Shar experience. I am the real Mercedes, okay?
Gotcha. I got that. I like
go
that.
there, okay?
like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. So, any ending words you guys want to say?
Come see us. Come check us out. And you ready to get on this pole? This is where you need to be at.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, ladies, I appreciate you again. Thank you. Thank you for what you do, because I love seeing black businesses. I love seeing black women empowerment, and you guys are needed. So I think the one thing that I will say, you're going to go through seasonal growth, but don't give up. Because the one thing that I will say is that the most consistent wins.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised you start seeing people popping up. Just keep doing what you're doing.
That's what we want. Thank you.
And don't let nobody steal your shine, or don't let nobody steal your glory.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, this interview was on point. Yes, the ladies of Polewerks get all that and more, because I'm telling you right now, God is using unconventional means and methods to give people trust and give people freedom. But most importantly, it's all about truth. Being honest with yourself. And being honest that you need help. So there's nothing wrong with getting help. But the one thing that I want you to know, man, that God wants you to be free. And God gives us all things richly to enjoy. So the one thing that I'm seeing with the show, and that how we're transitioning, is that we're operating in truth, we're operating in trust, and that God has called us to be free. And he gives us all things richly to enjoy, even sex. So enjoy your spouse, enjoy your significant other. If you want to take a class, take a class. And don't be ashamed about it. I think that's the main thing that is taken off when people enter into a pole fitness class, the shame. It's not just about being a stripper. It's about you being a blessing. So I'm thankful to the ladies for opening up my eyes. So if you need an instructor, I want you to go see Miss Shar, because I'm telling you, man, these ladies are all that, a bag of chips and a roast beef dinner on Sunday. I'm telling you right now. Peace.
Walk in the truth that makes you free every day. Follow Brother Leon on all social media outlets.